What's up, guys? Welcome to week 2 of summer training. This is my deadlift session for the week. I did a little bit of a schedule flip-flop this week here just because of some recovery and just logistical errors that I was having with my previous split. I ended up moving deadlifts back to Friday, and they feel so much better now that I'm not trying to get up and pull at 9 o'clock in the morning with like half of a meal in. So these felt really good. This is my second week of my 3 or 4, depending on how you look at it, week rotation with my pulls. This week I'm pulling off of just about a 2.5 inch deficit. I think a total of 3 mats there, so something right around 2.5 inch deficit. Goal here is to hit 3 working sets of 5. A little bit less concerned with percentages, although I did end up somewhere right around 75. Goal is just to find a good weight, hit 3 straight working sets, really focusing on that leg drive off of the bottom. One of the things that I was running into here was myself, and I was having a little bit of trouble getting down to the bar with a belt on, but I did kind of get that situated out here, and most of these pulls looked and felt pretty strong. I was able to hold a pretty good back position and really focus on pushing through the floor to the lockout. And you can see, although they do start to slow down a little bit just because of the extra range of motion, on every single rep here I was able to lock out strong and with my hips, not with my lower back. So happy with how these felt. Next week I'm slated to hit some sets of 5 off of blocks. I'm going to be using, I'm not quite sure what the height will be, but I'm going to try and position the bar so it's about an inch, inch and a half below the shin. So for me that may be somewhere more in the like 5 to 6 inch block pull range rather than just the typical 4 inch that you see most people pull off of. I ended up following these with 5 sets actually of Pendlay rows, ranging from 315 up to a top set of 365 for 5. Still just to get some heavy back work in. I just felt like going a little heavier on these, and to keep the volume comparable to the 3 sets of 8 that I hit last week, I did a 5x5. So that was my main accessory work, followed with 5 sets of lat pull downs, superset with some glute ham raises in sets of right around 15. And by that point I had a client coming. So as you can see that I was joined today by my buddy Anthony, who also has a really good YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and link his channel below in the description. He came in to get a little bit of form work on his deadlift since he was having some pulling in through his lower back. Anthony is another local lifter in town here, and we've met at a couple of competitions. So he reached out to me over Facebook, just kind of wanting to see how we could maybe get rid of some of these form issues that he was having. And it was really interesting because Anthony is a really solid lifter, and if you're just watching some of these videos, if you don't have a very trained eye, you may not notice any of the breakdowns that we ended up fixing because his form tends to look pretty solid. One of the biggest things that we fixed with Anthony is focusing less just on bar speed and acceleration off the floor, and focusing more on rooting to the floor, actually getting his core braced, and really focusing on pulling the tension out of the bar. So as you can see here, as I'm teaching him my rooting sequence that I use, and I actually have a video on this in the core bracing setup for the squat, but actually really focusing on driving the toes down into the ground and pulling the floor together with the feet, and then externally rotating the knees. That way, as you sit back to reach down to the bar, you're building tension into the hips. Once you do that, it's a lot easier to pull the slack out of the bar and then drive explosively from the legs. So we hit a good number of singles, just really trying to focus on cleaning up that setup and feeling for that tension and that rooting into the floor. And once we did that, all the pulling sensation in the back was gone, and his lift didn't actually slow down. We just changed the focus on it and how he cues the lift for himself. So the big takeaway from this is that smooth is fast. That is all. So this is probably his best lift here. I'm going to go ahead and close the video out with that. If you have any questions on any of the programs we offer here at the gym, be sure to check out our website at www.savagegym.com.